All right, y'all. We back at it again, and today we got a video from It's Tay Tay Baby, and you can go check that channel out. Sister has some. She advocates for men, and shout out to her. You know, she has the God Daddy up here, and as Rico would say, and now you know I never agree with everything he said. Now some of the things he said was just straight out common sense, so I had to agree with that. But some of the stuff he said, I didn't always agree with it. It's gonna be one of them times where we don't see eye to eye. All right, so I'm gonna play it. Let's do it. This is her reacting to him, and this is me reacting to the both of them.
Why would a woman choose you when she got better options?
Why?
I feel like I'm a decent option.
You may be decent, but you're not better.
Okay. Now, why would a woman choose you if she had better options? That's a very good question. That's a damn good question. Why would a woman choose me if she had better options? Okay. So if she has better options, then let her pursue her better options. See, that's the mentality we got to get into. Yes, you should do everything in your power to present well, to be a better person. You should be constantly a lifelong walk. In Islam, we call it Hajj, a lifelong walk where you are trying to constantly improve your faith, constantly improve your knowledge, constantly improve your behavior. You constantly, it's a never-ending process, right? It's the walk of faith. You never gonna get to perfection, but you are walking toward perfection. You are working toward perfection. It's a good walk. It's a good work. But the motivation they're using is getting women. And that was never supposed to be our motivation for doing stuff when God placed us here. That was never supposed to be our motivation. That was supposed to be a gift from him to give to us of immortality through the woman. But we were never supposed to be motivated. I'm doing everything for a woman. I'm going to brush my teeth for a woman. I'm going to comb my hair for a woman. What happens when a woman leave you? Now you're not going to brush your teeth and comb your hair no more? But let's break down this situation. So he said, hey, man, you know, if a woman has better options, she got better options. See, the problem with us as men, man, we got, especially black men, we got such low self-esteem, man. We think if a woman leave us, our whole world falls apart because a woman walked away from us. So what? So what? So what? A woman walk away from you, so what? But Clarence, you don't understand, I got 10 years with this woman. I've been married 30-something years. My wife could come in the house today and say, hey, guess what? I was in, Sam's Club or Costco, whatever, and I met my true love. These whole 30 years I just been with you. I just been biding my time until I met my true love. It's possible, not likely, but it's possible, right? Yeah, I'm gonna stop going to work. I'm gonna stop cutting my hair. Stop brushing my teeth. I'm gonna stop eating. I think that's something that when you're younger, you don't know how to handle stuff like that, man, because you put so much faith into somebody. You think, man, this person ain't never going to let me down. Of course, somebody's going to let you. 20 years, 30 years of being with somebody, they're going to let you down every once in a while. That's normal. That's a lot of pressure to put on somebody. Okay, I'm going to marry you, but for 20, 30 years, I want to be married to you. I don't want you to make no mistakes. That's too much pressure to put on anybody. Your children don't even measure up to that. Your mama don't measure up to that. Come on, y'all. We got to get more, how you say, realistic, man. We got to get more realistic. Okay, so Kevin says, hey, man, you know, if the women don't want you, then there's something wrong. There ain't nothing wrong. There might be attractiveness issue. There might be some issue, But that's an issue you should be clearing up on your own, not to be motivated by having a woman. Because people come and people go. Oh, I got this woman, and this woman, if she leave me, I would die. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. All right, so let's finish up with Kevin Samuels and It's Tay Tay Baby.
I said better. That means if you're not a better option, if you want better outcomes, you got to do the work. See, better outcomes, you got to do the work. See.
Now that I agree with. That I agree with. Even with women, I think that's a logical statement, right? But the thing about it is, what most men they try to do better things, be better for the wrong women, right? You don't know how to find women that are good for you and are going to be good for you in the long run. Because everybody's out here trying to freestyle and have casual sex and not trying to have relationships. Oh, I don't want no relationships. Okay, well then, I'm not talking to those guys. I'm talking to relationship-minded guys, marriage-minded guys. If you want a good woman, and that's the only kind of woman you should be bringing into a relationship is a good woman, then you're going to have to approach good women in a decent way, and then don't take it personal if they reject you. That's cool. But as far as cold approaching and you're doing it all the time, no, I just think, hey, if you see somebody out there, you think they're attractive, you watching how they move, you see they moving in a good way, hey, what's wrong with going up and introducing yourself? I don't want them to reject me. So what? They may reject you. But what's gonna happen is men are gonna be less likely to approach women because the women don't understand how toxic they've made cold approaching for men. They made it absolutely toxic for most men. Yeah, cold approaching them. So men are just saying, forget it. I'm not gonna cold approach nobody. I'm going to get on the dating apps. That way I don't have to approach nobody. I don't have to cold approach nobody. And if they reject me, that's okay. I got 5 more waiting on standby. No big deal. Women killed the cold approach for men. And they're going to kill it even more. The only women that's going to be getting cold approached are good women. Well, let me rephrase that. The only women that are going to be cold approached by good men are good women. Whereas good men used to approach even women that they weren't interested in long-term relationships for, they would still approach them, but now they're not going to approach them no more. They're only going to spend time with women that they see a future with. They're only going to cold approach women that they see a future in. They're not going to be running around cold approaching women because they don't have to. The numbers are not with women. The numbers are with the men. It is a buyer's market out here. If you're trying to get vagina, it's a buyer's market, right? The supply of available vagina is through the roof. Why would you need to cold approach anybody? Well, why would you need to? You should only spend time with women that have they are intentionally trying to be good for a man, and they understand what being in a relationship for and the give and takes of a relationship. Why cold approach women that don't have that in mind? Right? They're talking about being a boss bee and all that. Why cold approach somebody like that? That is foolish. But hey, let the pookies that do cold approach women like that continue, because that's who's going to continue to cold approach women. It's pookies and Ray Rays. Pookies and Ray Rays, they're gonna always approach women because they figure it's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers game. If I push up on 10 women a day, maybe 3 will do some, hit me back, and maybe out of those 3, maybe 1 or 2 I could put them on the list, right? They'll work out. That's the way they look at it. But men who got a lot going on, they don't have time to be running up on cold approaching women every week. They don't have time for that. Women do not understand that, and I just don't get it. They just don't understand that. They think a man that's trying to run a business, that's working a full-time job, trying to start a business, has children, has a wife, has this, has that, has a girlfriend, or maybe you don't even have a girlfriend, man. He's just doing all of this running around. Where's he got time to be trying to cold approach women, right? And then going through this hey, excuse me, how you doing? My name is so-and-so. I just thought you were very attractive. Oh, my God. Ugh. You know what I could do? I could introduce you to my friend. Because my friend, she like guys like you, right? Who wants to go through that 2 or 3 times a week or 5 times a week or 5 or 6 times a week? Who wants to do that? I mean, and you don't even have to. Women are outnumbered. Men are so dumb. Most of us are so dumb that we don't get that the numbers are on our side. We don't have to man, when they say it's going to be ladies' night, men should just don't go to the bar. Don't stop going to the bar. Stop going to the clubs. I'm telling you, man. But see, we ain't got the discipline to do something like that, man. That would take discipline. And most of us are so poisoned by the media. We have been given we've been given subliminal instructions that we're supposed to be chasing vagina all over the place instead of being a good dude and trying to be the best, help our community. That's what we should be doing. But instead, all hands on deck to take down all this vagina, right? And I will say, there's a lot of vagina out here for the taking, right? But we know as men, we don't even know how to weed through the vagina, man. There's good vagina and there's bad vagina, right? So the guys that don't know anything, they say, well, how do you know the difference? How do we know the difference? You know the difference by watching them move, how they move. Good women gonna want to have sex just like bad women are gonna want to have sex. It's just that good women are gonna do it in a certain way, move a certain way, and women that are not good yet are gonna move a certain way. Anyway, let's get back to Kevin Samuels and
You want more than you're willing to work for. You don't even want to approach a woman. You think a woman should approach you. That's why you get nothing. That's why you get nothing.
I disagree. Now, see, this is what I disagree with. I don't say that you should be, but you shouldn't. If you don't feel like women should approach you, I think everybody should have the entitled to what they want to do. If you don't think you should have to approach women, you definitely don't have to approach women for casual sex anymore. You may have to see the kind of women you're gonna have to approach are women that you should be approaching, are women that really, have some value to you as a man, to your purpose and your needs. They're very valuable at that stage. But see, they tell you need to approach all women. You don't need to approach all women. Some women are not worth approaching. Let the Pookies and Ray Rays pick them off. Right? Let Pookie and Ray Ray pick those women off. Approach them, right? Because if you was a good dude, man, you approach some of these women, a lot of these women you get rejected a lot. You'll get rejected a lot. And if you okay with getting rejected, cool. But some of you guys are not. I don't have no problem with getting rejected. But at the same time, if I was single, I wouldn't waste time with women trying to have casual sex with them. I wouldn't do it. What difference is that gonna make if you're trying to have a happy life? What difference does that make? What you want is a good woman that thinks enough of you to say to herself, I'm willing to remove myself from the sexual marketplace to be with you. If that's what it's going to take to be with you, then I'm willing to do that, among other things. That's what you want. Man, you don't want somebody that's out here that's like, hey, you know what? Body count don't matter. I don't care. It don't matter. I do it. No, of course it matters. Of course it matters. It illustrates the lifestyle you've been living up to this point. which is very important. Why should you, as a man, pour all your energy, time, resources, and efforts into a woman that's for the streets? Right? Anyway, let's get back to the Godfather, the God Daddy.
You're sitting back entitled. I think I'm a pretty decent pick. Good. How's that working for you? Dick dry as hell. Oh!
See what I'm saying? So the only thing that's just supposed to be your motivation is to keep your dick wet. Right? Penis, rather. Let me say it that way. Right? So to keep my penis wet, I got to do all this stuff for a woman. No, my man, you should be doing all this stuff for yourself so that you can present well, no matter if the woman is there or not. Right? People, most of you guys do not know how to properly sexually select for yourself. You don't. You choosing the woman that looks the best. You think she's got such high sexual tension that she can create all this sexual tension. So you think, man, this is what I want. It's somebody who got this high sexual tension, right? But you forgot, oh man, I should check out her personality. Because every time you meet with her, oh, what's wrong, baby? If I could just pay this light bill, I'd be okay. Next time you were, what's wrong, baby? If I could just pay my car note, everything would be A-okay. Every time you meet with her, she got some type of financial issue that you got, that luckily you were able to resolve, right? Right? We just some fools, man. We as men, man, we just so silly, man. But the key thing I want to point out about this Kevin Samuels situation is everything was motivated by sex and vanity, right? I look good. I want you to look. I want the appearance of something instead of how it really is, how to really be happy. So you got a jaded individual, Mr. Samuels, trying to direct you how to be happy. See, man, well, for one thing about me, I'm not the type of person, man, where I would trust a person that can't make their own philosophy work for them, right? I'm selling you this philosophy, but I can't make it work for myself, but I'm going to sell it to you, right? To me, that's crazy, man. To me, that's crazy. I don't know, maybe you guys are like that, right? You run into a auto mechanic and he's telling you, man, this is the best way to take care of your car. This is the best way to have your car, and this is what you need to work. Have you ever worked on a car? No. Are you any of the cars you ever worked on still running? No. Oh no. Have you successfully worked on a car and it's still no? Well, why would you want me to bring my car to you? Oh, bring it to me. I'll work on it. Or an airline pilot, right? How many times have you actually made it to the destination? Not really. All right. Well, how are we taking advice from you on how to fly? But I can teach you, right? It's like, that's crazy. It won't work no other place except YouTube, man, where a person who has absolutely no success in their own life applying what they're talking about can come out and be an expert, right? Shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. Shout out to him. All right, let's continue. But before we continue, I just want to say, don't be motivated by never ever be motivated by sexual encounters with women. Never ever. That's the wrong way to be motivated. What you should be motivated by is a growing understanding of God's purpose for you. That's what you should be chasing. How do I get, man, you know, what am I supposed to be doing? How can I get it done? What do I need to do? Oh, it's changed. Oh, okay, now what do I need to do? What do I need? And you constantly trying to get closer to that thing that God wants for you, that's what you should be motivated by. Man, women come and go. Women come and go. And their loyalty comes and goes, right? I mean, in a lot of cases, not every woman's not like that, but in a lot of cases, their loyalty come and go. Hey, they with you, then they not with you, right? It don't got nothing to do with you. It's just they've been presented with another option. They just got the streets in their hearts. They're gonna follow their heart and go. They're gonna monkey branch on to the next option. Most of them. But that's a whole nother story. That's why if you're motivated by women to do things, your heart is always going to be broken, because once they recognize that you on the hook just because they're a woman or just because you're trying to get between their legs, they got you. They got you. And that's one of the things I disagree. I agreed with Kevin on a lot of stuff, but it was a lot of stuff I disagree with, and this is one. Never, never, never let your motivation be a woman to do anything. Let happiness, long-term happiness, be your motivation. Is this gonna make you happy? Just basically two things. Are you doing the right thing? And is doing this right thing gonna make you happy? F the woman. And I would tell a woman the same thing. Don't be motivated by no man. Don't be motivated by a man. Be motivated by what's gonna make you happy. Now, if having a good man in your life is gonna make you happy, then that's what you need to do. If having a good woman in your life is gonna make you happy, that's cool too. You need to do but you can't be, as a man, you can't build your life around the adoration of a woman. You just can't do it. That's a false pretense. And it's very deadly emotionally. It's very emotionally deadly, because the average woman, especially if you're not married, the average woman could walk in the house and say, hey, I met my true love. I thought I was your true love. No, I thought you was too, but obviously you're not. I'm interested in this new fella I met at the liquor store or the supermarket or the gas station or wherever they met him at, right? And so I need to break this off. What? I can't
Never had a girlfriend, never had a date, about just run down how women send you bad.
Now, I'm going to say something that really bothered me. I advocate for men, and sometimes advocating for men is very hard. And the reason why is because I'm a female. I'm not sitting here trying to lead or run man or be a man. I'm just trying to teach women how to understand men better. The one thing that's super annoying is men think because I'm a woman, I'm like clueless to the dating game and clueless to a lot of things. The reason why I'm saying this is because I made a video where I talked about approaching women, and all the guys in the comment section, I'm not approaching women, I don't want this, I don't want that. Good. That's why you don't have a girlfriend, that's why nobody's giving you attention, and that's why you keep complaining to me about why you're single. In the comment section, I'm not approaching women, I don't want this, I don't want that. Good. That's why you don't have a girlfriend, that's why nobody's giving you attention, and that's why you keep complaining to me about why you're single.
Okay. All right, well, I think we'll stop it right there. Do men have to approach women? You don't have to approach women in today's marketplace. And that's the unsettling thing for most women, is that the amount of available vagina is absolutely busting the windows open. If you have any sense of brains in your head, all you have to do is be at the right place. Be at the right place. That's all you have to do, is be places where women are looking for, where women want to meet men, good men, solid men. There's always going to be Pookies and Ray Rays chasing women around. But chasing women, that's outdated. That's for the uneducated. That's for the undisciplined men. Chase women. There is no reason to chase women in today's society. You can go up and introduce yourself, but run around chasing them around. Hey, what you doing today? What's going on? Nah. You introduce yourself, that's it. If she wants to know more, she'll call you. If she don't, she don't. Not a big deal. Most women, by the time they figure out that they blew it on so many different good men, they blew it, it's too late. It's okay. That's their problem, not yours. You know what I'm saying? Most of these women that's out here, man, they do not know how to sexually select. So even if and good dudes, oh my God, man, they have nothing but indifference for good men. Up until they get to a certain age, then they start saying, hey, wait a minute. What happened to Felipe, man? Felipe was a good dude. I'm going to check his Facebook, see if he's still single. Right? You tried to knock on her door when she had low miles on the vagina, and she was like, right? when they rack up all these miles on the vagina, now they, Felipe, remember you was trying to go out with me? I'm available. And some dudes do a Boyce Watkins, right? Whew. I'm glad you added all those miles on the vagina and these extra kids. That's just what I was waiting for. My chance to jump in there. I didn't think you had enough miles on the vagina, but now that you have all these miles on the vagina, whew, now I see my chances open. Whoop, let me just swoop in. I figure like this, man. The first no is the best no. Take that no, put it in your back pocket, and keep on stepping. There is no coming back. There is no going back. You know how many women there are out here? You know how much vagina is out here? What the hell are we doing as men, man? What are we doing? The cold approach is, you don't need to cold approach women. Just go up there, introduce yourself, and leave it at that. A woman that sees something in you will call you. And you can kind of start walking through the process of trying to get to know each other. And then if it leads to it, courting, and then, you know, maybe something a little more covenant based. Right? But we as men, man, we gotta stop. We gotta stop doing everything just because of women. I want to do this because of a woman. I'm gonna get a car because of this woman. I'm gonna get a new house because of this woman. I'm gonna get a new apartment because of this woman. No, get the new apartment for yourself. Get the new car for yourself. These are things that you could do for yourself, or don't get them. Save your money, invest it. They try to make it sound like you're not a man if you're not getting all this sex from women. Who cares? Who cares? Life is way more than getting a regular casual sex from women. It's way more. It's way more to it than that, man. There's so many other things you can enjoy besides spending your life running around behind all these women. Man, these women lucky I ain't single, man. I would be what the word they could use is cruel. Not cruel, but I would just definitely be direct. Like, what are we doing? Why do we need to go out with, why do you want to go out with me? Right? I wouldn't be running game. I'd just be telling the truth, man. What do we need? Do we need to be in this situation? Do we need to be in this situation? Do we need to, what's the word? Do we need to play games? Well, she's like, oh, well, I don't need to play games with you, Clarence. I could go get somebody else. Oh, go get him. I'm like Dr. Sebi, man. Just leave me alone. I just want to ride my motorcycles and kiss my granddaughter on the forehead and watch my cartoons. Just leave me alone. If you got negative energy, just leave me alone. Just leave me alone. That's all I want to do, man. I just want to ride my little motorcycles, spend time with my granddaughter. That's it, man. If I was single, I wouldn't be pushing the issue. well, Clarence, you ain't gonna be having sex. Man, I have done so many different things sexually. I'm not asexual, but I'm just saying I got control of my sexual movements, and so I don't have to. If I don't have sex, I don't have it. It's not no big deal. But I don't let that be my motivating factor. My motivating factor is good energy. If you got a good energy, now I will definitely be trying to hook up with somebody who has good energy. They have good energy. Yeah, man, let's talk a little more. But I'm gonna run around you because you got a vagina? Nah, I mean, that's good. That's a good start. It's definitely a good start. But man, as far as being, oh man, oh man, she had called me. I wish I would be worried about with some girl who didn't call me, man. Well, Clarence, you gonna have a dry penis. I just have a dry penis. So what? There are many more things to enjoy in this life, man. A good morning sunrise, a good sunset, the stars at night, right? A beach, having a picnic on the beach, right? Family, friends. There's people that really care about you. There's so many other things, man. I'm just trying to tell you, you got options too. When they try to tell you that you ain't got no option, you got to follow the yellow brick road to the incinerator, right? And then you end up getting caught up with some chick that takes you to family court and just destroys you. And then why? Because you ain't take the time to get to know her, because you're too busy trying to have casual sex with the chick, and a multitude of problems, man. Do not be motivated by women. Do not be motivated by sex. Let the weaker-minded ones of us, let them be motivated by that stuff. Let them get caught up by that stuff. Let's stay disciplined. Let's stay focused on happiness, not women. Women can participate in the happiness, but if they are the foundation of your happiness, brother, you're going to always lose. You're going to always lose. And your happiness is going to be rooted in whether she's happy with it or not, whether she's going to control your happiness. You don't want no one else to control your happiness. Your connection to the Almighty should be the root of your happiness. If a person come into your life and they can't respect that and add to that, bring their positive energy to that, oh, brother. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? Here I am out here talking, trying to get these young men to enjoy their life instead of jumping off the cliff. I'm gonna tell you, like Elijah Muhammad said, I'm just a traffic officer saying, whoa.
I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying
the bridge is out. Don't go no further. Stop right here. Right? And people just driving right past me. People just driving right past me, man. They running right past me, running right off the cliff. And they looking up at me as they going down the cliff. What happened? Why is this happening to me? I'm sitting up here telling, I tried to tell you. I tried to tell you. You're the one that decided you was going to run and jump off that cliff. All right. Tell me what y'all think, man. Do y'all think that Kevin Samuels is right? Should you be doing everything for a woman's approval, right? So that women will approve you. See, that's what's important in life, is that women's approval, right? How'd that go for Adam? How'd that go for David? How'd that go for Lot? How'd that go for Job? Right? How'd that go for Noah? How'd that go for Adam? I just think, man, you got to know if you with somebody who needs that where they need the direction. Because if you don't direct them, they're gonna direct you. But shout out to Kevin Samuels, man. Rest in peace. Shout out to the sister Tay Tay, baby. Go check her channel out, man. No shade on her, man. She did her thing. But I always, Kevin Samuels, when I agree with him, I give him his props, right? When I disagree with him, I'm also going to say, hey, wait a minute, I disagree with him. And that don't mean, oh, you hate Kevin. I don't hate Kevin. Can't even hate somebody I never met before. Plus, the brother's no longer with us, right? What good is it me going to be hate him? I hate him. For what? That's emotional immaturity. How can I hate somebody I never met? Anyway, I had no problem with Kevin, man. Even when he was here, I had no problems with him. I just disagree with him on a few things. Anyway, shout out to them. I just don't be motivated by women. Be motivated by your own happiness. All right? And if you let a woman be happy, if you let a woman control your happiness, you're going to get what you got coming. All right, y'all. Peace.
They give you the harsh reality. Kevin Samuels